Hi class, this is my presentation on performance in marketplace strategic management simulation for management 672, plan and execution of strategy in support of my Master's of Science in Program Management degree. The instructor for this course is Betty Ross. Okay, these are just a few or a couple of references that were used for this presentation as well throughout the course, highlighted by our main course textbook, Strategic Management, the 5th edition. All right, so in this simulation, we had to build our own companies, and I named my company VetTech, which is short for Veterans Technologies. VetTech looked to create a better world by developing great technology products that service individuals, business, and society as a whole. And as you see, I even came up with a logo that we added in, I think that was week one, not quarter one, or maybe it was quarter one. Going on to the next slide. One of the most important lessons to me this quarter, or throughout this course, was the one that taught us the importance of mission and vision statements. VetTech's mission statement is to attract and attain customers by developing the best product, causing no harm to the planet, using business to inspire and empower people to be their best. We focused on workhorse marketplace primarily, then Mercedes and Travelers Market. Quarter 3 and 4 data showed me two important things that I had not seen. First and foremost, that my product, while being having Mercedes as my second priority, my product was actually geared more towards the travelers. But it also showed me that even though I didn't have as many sales with the Mercedes market, because they paid a higher cost for their products, that market was just more profitable. It was a market that I really needed to zone in on. So what I did from that point is I created a new product that was more geared towards Mercedes, pumped up the cost just a little bit, but I was able to compete in all three markets at that point. And Mercedes then at that point really became my second priority, vice as it was stated here in the first or at the beginning of the simulation. Best decision. For most of the simulation, I had the product with the most demand in every market, but I began to notice about towards the pretty much going into quarter 6 that my competitors were starting to cut into my market share, and they were investing in research and development and just coming out with a better product that was had more up-to-date technology. So what I did, the decision I made was to switch strategies to a cost leadership strategy for that final quarter. Pretty much what I did is I lowered the price on all my products in an attempt to sell more, even though I didn't have the best product on the market anymore. And that was successful with me selling about or achieving 10 million in sales. With my best decision being switching my strategy at the end, my worst decisions are the ones that put me in that situation in the first place. One of them being being that I didn't understand the importance of research and development. At the time, what I was doing was I was gaining a lot of profit, a lot of money, and instead of utilizing it in the research and development section, I opted in just keeping it in the bank. That way I could just ensure I wouldn't need a loan later. And by doing so, towards the end of the simulation, I didn't have the newest technology to update my products with. Another poor decision I made was with advertisement. I feel like I never really got a hold of the whole advertisement piece of this simulation. Initially, I started out using my data, showing what the customer wanted, and trying to advertise towards that. That didn't work. Later in the simulation, I switched to kind of mirroring the advertisement of my competitors, and that also did not work for me. So that was those two were my worst decisions. What would I do differently? I'm very proud to leave the simulation having the most money in the bank, but I'm a little upset VetTech never got that top floor of the building. If I could do this simulation over, I would make a couple of slight changes. I would have invested in research and development earlier and often so I can get that technology in so I can continue to have the best product on the market, vice trying to catch back up to technology. And I would have did some more adjustments with my advertisement. Like I said, I never really got a hold on that, but I think there were some other things I could have did in there to kind of make that better. Um, what worked as planned? I got to go back to that strategy shift. Like I said, having the highest demand was helping me out throughout the simulation. But my fear going into that last quarter is that I would get killed so bad in the market that it wouldn't. I'd end up losing money rather than gaining money. So switching to that cost leadership strategy helped me to continue my growth financially, even though my product didn't really grow or my company overall might not have been better. I still financially ended on top. My understanding, I believe I started this course with a general understanding of strategic, tactical, and operational activities, mainly because I was going off of my experience in the military, but I have gained a better knowledge throughout this course of how those three things apply to business. Was the simulation effective? Overall, the simulation game was very effective. I loved all the decisions we were able to make for sales, from sales to marketing to even human resources. It really put you in the shoes of an executive, having to make so many decisions. While it did help bring some of the concepts we learned into the forefront, actually being able to use those. It wasn't we weren't able to simulate all of the theories and things that we went over, so that kind of lacked. But overall, like I said, it was very effective. In conclusion, I have really enjoyed this simulation. I believe doing the simulation made this one of my favorite classes I've taken so far, because we didn't just learn the things in the textbook and post about them and write about them. We were actually able to take them and apply them in a way that we can kind of get feedback on how they work, and not just learn about them, but use them and kind of get kind of a hands-on experience behind it. So that was great. And that concludes my presentations. Thank you to my fellow classmates who made this class pretty good. And thank you to Ms. Ross for all the help throughout this program. See you guys in the next class.